Hello, this is Joe Pryor of the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, and I want to speak to investors about a unique opportunity to get in on something on the ground floor. This happens to do with oil and gas. I know investors that have invested in what's called the Bakken Shale. This is in North Dakota, where through horizontal fracturing, which I know for some people is a little bit controversial, but is making America a net energy exporter. And the Bakken Shale is where people have made a tremendous amount of money in terms of investing in real estate there, because the Bakken Shale has about 24 billion barrels when it started of proven reserves in oil, not in natural gas, but in oil. Because oil right now is something that's extremely profitable on the world market. Even though right now oil prices are a little bit down, the worldwide demand for oil is greater than the supply. And so we're going to maintain some steady prices. So how would you like to get on the ground floor that you missed out on in North Dakota? And that is an area south of Oklahoma City called the SCOOP. And that stands for the South Central Oklahoma Oil Province. Now here's what's special about the SCOOP. Number one, it's not in North Dakota. It's not freezing cold, and there are actually things to do, and you can go into major cities. You don't have to go in these man camps or some of these remote areas in terms of buying real estate for investment to oil service companies. Here we're talking about some cities that are decent sized cities, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 type cities in terms of population that are close proximity to Oklahoma City. In fact, the area that I'm talking about is about 45 minutes from downtown Oklahoma City. Now, the important thing to know about the SCOOP is that there are 70 billion barrels estimated of proven oil reserves. That's much, much bigger than the Bakken. It also means that this place has got legs, which means that you're not going to have as much emphasis on timing. When do I get out of the investment when you have that much reserves than it is in terms of the Bakken Shale. The other thing I want you to know is we're buying property down there for subdivisions at this moment, and we will have probably in about 7 months we'll start building both quadruplexes. Now, these are going to be very affordable, $100,000 to $120,000 units. And then second of all, we just bought a subdivision set up. It's raw land. It's already platted for 77 single-family homes. We're going to be building there, and we're looking at a third piece of property. Because right now we're going to the oil companies. We're trying to make our deals directly with the oil companies so they become the people that lease for their personnel and not the individual, so that we can get some long-term leases for you. Now, I know I'm being a little bit premature about this when I'm talking about something 7 or 8 months out, but we may be able to find some lots, and we are looking for some lots that we can build on right now. But you know, what I want you to be aware of, the fact is that if you're looking for exceptional cash flow, if you're looking for that elusive 10 cap or greater than 10 cap, which is a myth in most areas, but even with all the things that we put into in a kitchen sink analysis that you can still get that, the SCOOP is going to be a play that you want to be involved in. It's hugely popular. We're seeing a tremendous amount of companies ramping up. We saw 350 cars in a yard for a service company that has places for 1,000 cars. All these companies like Schlumberger and Halliburton and Archer and Apache, big companies, big service companies, not just the big oil companies, are going down there and they're putting in facilities. It's going to be extremely important for the next 5 or 10 years. We want you to get on our list so we can keep you informed. So if you are interested in finding out more about this and getting updates in a newsletter, please contact me at joe@joepryor.com. We'll be happy to do this so that you're first up, because this is your chance to get in on the ground floor of the SCOOP, the South Central Oklahoma Oil Province. This is Joe Pryor of the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, where we deliver traditional real estate values at the speed of technology.